you think about this? A student was screaming racial slurs at a security guard, but it was the guard who got fired. So everyone there at Madison West High School in Wisconsin was outraged about this. It prompted students you see here, along with teachers, to walk out on Friday. They are demanding that Marlon Anderson get his job back. Anderson saying he did nothing wrong.
In the context in which I used the word, I was trying to correct a behavior, correct a mentality. If a young man is walking through the hallways or walking through life or walking through the streets with the mentality that I'm a N-word, he needs to be told you are so much more than a word that was given to you to oppress you.
So let's just break down exactly what happened. Anderson says the incident was when the assistant principal asked him to escort the student off campus. Well, the student then started yelling these expletives at him, including the N-word. And at first, Anderson says that he just asked him to stop calling him that without saying the word. But when the student continued to call him different variations of it, Anderson says he finally responded, "Don't call me the N-word," except this time he actually used the N-word. So district leaders say they're reevaluating its zero tolerance policy for use of racial slurs. That's what they used as grounds for firing him. Meantime, the local Boys and Girls Club offered Anderson a temporary gig until his appeal is finalized with the district. So we'll be watching that. But I want to bring in Joey Jackson again, because Joey, what do you think about this? I mean, these grounds of a zero tolerance policy means that he could be fired for this?
Well, I like zero tolerance, Lynn. I like it a lot, but I like also good judgment, right? And when you have a zero tolerance policy that's used in this context, it makes no sense. And so fine, have a zero tolerance policy as it relates to saying such a despicable word, which should never be used. But when you're saying it in the context of trying to educate, of trying to inform, of trying to tell someone that they're better than that they shouldn't do that, when you use it as a teachable moment, as every administrator, every security person, everyone who has influence on our children should use, and then to be fired because of it is ridiculous. But you know what? I'm heartened by the facts, and you showed it there, Lynn, with the students marching. They get it. And what they get is that it is a teachable moment, that this person there that we saw who was fired does not deserve to be fired, right? We're seeing it again. They have their finger on the pulse. They have a conscience, and they're standing up for what is right. If someone uses it in an inappropriate or incorrect way, by all means, hammer them. But when you use it in the manner that he did, those students get the fact that this was wrong. That reevaluation will be done, and I fully suspect, Lynn, that we'll be talking about him being reinstated. And God bless the Boys and Girls Club for saying, you come work with me because we believe in you, man, and that's a good thing.
No doubt about that. I mean, if he's not reinstated, does he have a case here? Even singer Cher offered to pay expenses if he had to file a lawsuit.
Yeah, well, the problem is that employers have the right to fire you or hire you for any reason or no reason, so long as it's not discriminatory. And so certainly the law is on their side. However, I think the conscience of the community is on his side. And when it comes to school districts, I think that's what certainly has to be paramount. People want people around, and parents want people around their students who can teach them, who can uplift them, who could support them, and could show them what's right, what's wrong. He was doing that, and on that basis, I think he needs his job back. And hopefully, Lynn, we won't get to your question, which would be what happens in a lawsuit.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Joey Jackson, thank you so much for being with us.